have not too many, huh? Oh, a little here, a little there. So. Okay, so from those that do not meditate, who thinks that meditation is just a well-kept secret and you have to be like an expert and go through specific training or be like a monk in some kind of monastery up in 12,000 steps? Who thinks that? No? Yes? All right. So meditation, basically, if I told you that meditation is so simple that even people that are unexperienced can do it and activate the body's own healing mechanisms. So what is meditation? Who knows what's meditation? I don't know why I picked you.
You're asking?
Yeah. What is meditation?
Withdrawing the senses from the external and putting the focus on the internal universe.
Yes. It is so many things. It is so many things. So throughout my years of studying different meditations for 27 years, I started up with a lot of Zen meditation, which is basically sitting in the present moment and experiencing what is so now, without judging it, without any interpretation, just being with what is happening now. Now, throughout the years, I've evolved into different techniques and added and studied hypnotherapy, studied NLP, a lot of self-development, a lot of landmark, and incorporated all that into what I'm doing right now. So today I'll teach you one type of meditation, which we found is actually, you experienced it, didn't you? We found that it's simple and accessible to to anyone, pretty much. Even people that have no experience in spirituality or have never meditated in their life, there is a way to get the mind out of the body, actually. So we're going to go out versus inward. We're going to go outward, which will allow us in turn to go inward. Okay? Is that exciting? Yes? No? Yeah? Okay. So who heard about the quantum field? Quantum field? Quantum field. Okay. So you know where we're going with this. Okay. So the quantum field, who saw the movie Lucy? Lucy, okay. When she says at the end, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, okay? She actually came together with the quantum field. If you think about the quantum field as the source of all information on the planet, and where all information for any potential reality, for any potential possibility exists, the information for it exists within the quantum field. It's like the mainframe, okay? Like the master computer of the planet, yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. Oh, you're talking to them, okay, amazing. So, if we were, how many people know how to drive a car, right? How to drive a car, and how many people know how to do brain surgery? Oh, a lot, okay. And we all know that we don't know how to do that, right? And there's a whole domain that we don't know that we didn't even know that exists. That's the quantum field. Okay, so it's a space of uncharted territory, and the whole talk about law of attraction or creating a possibility or creating or manifesting is tapping into something that is not manifested yet in material, is just in energy, in wave form, and bringing that from wave form into material. So that's the process of manifestation, and this is actually physics. So quantum physics is the scientists. They said one day, let's look through a microscope to measure to look for the electron. Okay. Now here's the thing: when they looked through the microscope and they had an intention, I want to see the electron, it showed up. When they just looked and they didn't have any intention, it went back into space. So we're made out of organs. Well, you already went there. Organs, and what else? Molecules? Cells, molecules. What's under the molecules? Or like atoms. Okay. So if we take an atom and we blow it up to a big size, like the atom is really small, like we blow it up to a big size, what do we have?
Space.
Before that, electrons, neutrons, protons, and the rest is space. So what is more, space or the particles? Space. So would you agree that atom is actually 99.9 something empty space? Yeah, we're all in agreement on that? Yeah, okay. Now, since we're made out of atom, does that mean that we're all 99.99% empty space? Okay,
And this all got put together because we have a certain vibration that keeps us together.
exactly.
Still keeps those atoms together.
Wow.
Exactly.
Impressive.
I'm going to take you with me to my workshops. Yeah. So if we're empty space, and quantum physicists already proved that that empty space is actually the quantum field. So if I want to upgrade myself, my thinking, to solve different emotions, to relieve myself of different habits, to just expand myself beyond what I know. Because if you consider, I'm just going to ask you to consider that we know 0.01111%, or we're that amount of matter, or we're that amount of what I know. Now, if I want to expand myself, where would I reach? Into the space. So we're waking? Yeah, awake? Yeah. Sarah?
We're just listening.
Okay, good. No, if you can say yeah, or or no. So if I wanted to upgrade myself, where would I look? In the space, in the quantum field. So if I have a practice that I daily cultivate a relationship with that field, what does that mean? What does that mean? You're the intelligent.
You're bringing it
That-
in.
I'm bringing it in. What else?
Reach out easier. Could reach out to its mask.
Reach out easier.
To the
I'm reaching out, and I'm further allowing myself to receive information or upgrades, if you will, that I don't know that even exist. Now, the stipulation is I actually have to do the work and the practice to form that relationship with that field. Now, religions call that field God from a lack of understanding of what it does and how it does what it does. It's just they give it a term, which is cool. And then what if I could access and create a relationship with that space, with that energy, with that God on a daily basis anywhere that I am? Would that be cool? Yeah? Yeah? All right, cool. So we're going to do that today. How about that?
Great.
Yeah? All right. So if I, so the pineal gland. Who heard about the pineal gland? Pineal gland. You know all this, huh? Were you reading this? So the pineal gland is like a little gland. Who saw the Matrix? Okay. So the Matrix, genius. Okay. So where they plug in, where that tip of that plug meets, it hits the pineal gland physically in the skull. So if I do a cut here and a cut here, the pineal gland is sitting right there in the middle. So if you think about the Matrix, where they plug in, they stimulate the pineal gland. Now the pineal gland is a master transmitter. Okay, so it's a master transmitter, and it allows, if I activate that transmitter, it's easier for me to connect to the quantum field. It's easier for me to receive that information, which is in the field, okay, which is in energy form, right, in wave form. Okay, so it's all waves. It's all electromagnetic waves in essence, or biomagnetic waves. Okay. Now there's a breathing. Oh, okay. So before that, so if I activate the pineal gland through a certain breathing that we're going to do here, who knows how many chemicals the pineal gland can create that are actually healing chemicals? Just throw a number. Guess.
100?
Okay. What else? Who else?
10, yeah.
10. Okay. Give yourself more credit. We're basically a walking pharmacy. Okay? Yes.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Andrea. Yo voy a estar traduciéndoles por medio de la llamada telefónica. Si les dieron un papelito con este número, los que hablan solamente español, si pueden llamar, y cuando llamen ponen su teléfono en silencio para que nada más escuchen mi voz y no las dos cosas. ¿Sí? Gracias.
Okay. So, check this out. We have 1,200 different potential metabolites or chemicals in the brain that the pineal gland can synthesize and cause. They're anti-inflammatories, antioxidants, stimulate stem cells, stimulate peptides or regeneration of the entire body and self-healing. Okay, there is a possibility to do that, and today we have found that it's actually easy for anyone to access that and do that anywhere you are. Okay, cool, yeah, all right. We want to do that, yeah. Now, what is the molecule? What is the molecule that's predominantly manufactured in the pineal gland? Who knows? Well, we'll get to that, but the other one that causes that, melatonin. Okay, melatonin. What's the peak of its time in the brain? 3 a.m., 3 to 4 a.m. 3 to 4 a.m. Buddhist monks wake up in that time. That's their first hour. That's their first meditation. 3:30 a.m. That's their first meditation because they want to utilize the concentration of melatonin that's in the brain in that moment. And through their breathing and their practice, they actually convert that molecule eventually to DMT and from DMT to other molecules which heal the body. Now, what brain waves are we operating when we're just doing stuff during the day? What brain wave? Alpha is one of them. Alpha is multitasking and very calm, just like in the zone kind of, and you're awake and multitasking. There's no stress. Beta is the stress. High beta is more stress.
Oh, okay.
Beta, yeah. So no. So now, not no, but now, if we take a beta brainwave, do you think that a body can heal when they're under stress?
No.
No. Okay. So we need to slow the brain waves to theta, delta. Okay. So meditation allows to slow the brain waves. Through slowing the brain waves, we can activate the pineal gland. Through activating the pineal gland, we can release all those chemicals and pretty much get a bath of anti-inflammatories. Anywhere you can do it, you know. Okay. So plant medicine brings us to that space without us. Just it does that, but we can do it ourselves. Okay. So the breathing, really quick, I'll explain it. The breathing is we want to ignite cerebral spinal fluid. Cerebral spinal fluid, who knows what that is? There's a fluid that goes through the spine all the way. It circulates through the body. It takes, I think, 12 to 18 hours on its own. Now, that is a fluid that's filled with salts and neurotransmitters, so it's like an electric soup. Now, what would happen if an electric soup stimulated the pineal gland, which is filled with crystals? What do you think? A lot of energy. So would it activate the pineal gland? It would activate. Okay. Now, do I want to wait 18 hours for me to do that naturally? Can I do that in 5 minutes? Would we like to do that in 5 minutes? Okay. So there's a lot that I can say, but we have a short time, so we'll go right into it. What I invite you is to pretty much be open. We're going to this meditation is the only difference about this meditation that I'm going to teach, to show you, a guide, is change your perception, okay, from focusing on the body to focusing on outside of the body. Would you agree that there's a space here, right, that I reside or we all reside in? That same space that is internal in each atom, it actually exists right here. So if I'm going to bring my perception or my awareness from the body to here, what's going to happen? Connecting to the quantum field. Okay. So what I'm inviting you is just to be open that if you do this correctly, you may disappear, which is a good sign. Yeah, you may I'm just aware. Okay. So before we had the body, I'm in awareness. Before I had this body, I am in awareness, pretty much. Everyone has a different body and we're aware. So if I could get back to awareness and become super conscious of what's happening here, I can resolve a lot of conflicts within myself, a lot of limiting beliefs, etc., etc. But I have to bring myself to step out of myself, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah, cool? The breathing is very, very easy. So anyone, we're going to start it right now. So whoever really wants to do this, you can find a position that's comfortable, sit straight up. It's better to sit straight up because the fluid through the spine goes, okay? And the breathing itself is we're going to exhale all the air. Yeah, and you may want to close the phones. So I'll show you one time. It's a very relaxed, controlled, and focused breathing. Okay. Now the key word is relaxed. Relaxed, even though I'm going to tighten certain muscles in the body. Okay. So I'm going to exhale all the air, and then while I'm doing that, I'm tightening the muscles of the lowest entry into the body, those muscles, yeah, and then you got it. The muscles of the lower abdomen and the upper abdomen, and I'm going to inhale from the bottom, and I'm drawing air from the bottom. I'm drawing air from the bottom, and at some point I can feel that breath reaches here. Like I can feel it. It reaches the pineal gland inside. Once it reaches there, I'm pumping I'm squeezing those muscles. Because what I'm doing, I'm squeezing that cerebral spinal fluid through my spine to hit my pineal gland. Okay, we'll practice that. We'll do it like 677 times, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Not too much. All right? And after we do that, so you could actually, when we start doing that, I'll put the music, we'll do the breathing. You could close your eyes through the whole process, and we'll go right into the meditation. Okay. So sit comfortably, spine straight, your hands sitting comfortably. Okay. And close your eyes. Exhale all the air, all of it. Exhale all the air while you're tightening the muscles on the bottom, and inhale from the bottom slowly. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Keep inhaling from the bottom, all the way. Feel it at some point. Reach the pineal gland up in the back of your head. Now pump from the bottom. Pump that fluid, pump it up, and hit the crystals of the pineal gland over and over again. And relax. Take a regular breath. Once again, exhale all the air, all of it. Tighten the muscles in the bottom, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and inhale slowly from the bottom. Continue from the bottom, inhaling. Let it reach the top, behind your head, right there, and pump that fluid, pump that energy, pump that air to hit the pineal gland over again, over and over, and exhale, relax. Once more, exhale all the air. Just give this everything that you have. Exhale all of it, and tighten the muscles on the bottom, and start inhaling. Tighten the lower abdomen and upper abdomen. Inhale from the bottom. Keep drawing that energy upward, through the spine. Feel it. Let it come all the way to the top of your head, and start pumping that energy again and again and again, and relax. And take a deep breath. And I'm going to invite you in a moment to put your awareness on the space that's all the way in front of you. And I wonder how far you could place your awareness and send your awareness to the space that's all the way in front of you. And as you do, can you send your awareness to the space on both sides of you. It's a sense, it's a feeling, it's an awareness. How far can you send your awareness to sense the existence of space on both sides of you? Can you notice that it's there? And now I invite you to send your awareness to the space all the way behind you, all the way. And I wonder how deep you can sense the space way below you, way below you. How far and how deep can you send your awareness to sense and connect to the space that is so down deep below? And as you do, now, can you feel and sense the space that is all the way above you, so high above you, so high above you? And I wonder if you could expand your awareness and sense the space that is 3 blocks away from here. And become aware of that space and all space which that space exists inside of space. Further and further out. And can you sense and send your awareness, stretch your awareness to 4 neighborhoods behind you, sensing the existence of space so far behind you. And now I'm going to invite you send your awareness right in front of where your heart is. And I'm going to ask you to breathe certain frequencies from the space in front of you. I'm going to say it, and whatever you feel that shows up in the quantum field in front of you, just inhale it slowly into your heart and feel. That's all you need to do. So we're going to inhale the frequency of love. Locate it, notice it, inhale it into your heart and just feel. It should be feeling nice and warm and fuzzy. Once again, the frequency of love. All you need to do is ask for it. Notice where it shows up for you. Recognize and feel just feel what it does for you. All you need to do is just feel. And once again, we're going to connect to love and ask for it. Notice where it shows up for you right in front of you, and inhale that slowly into your heart and feel. And now we're going to ask to connect. It's that simple. All you need to do is ask to connect to the frequency of gratitude, which is coming from outside of you. Locate it. Notice where it's at, and inhale into your heart and just feel slowly. Once again, the frequency of gratitude. Ask for it. Notice where it shows up in front of you. And inhale into your heart and feel. That's right. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to send your awareness all the way deep into the core of the earth. Notice how far you can sense the energy or the space down deep below. So deep that you feel so grounded into that energy. Can you allow it to take you and hold you? And as you do, I'm going to invite you to send your awareness to the space all the way above you. And this time, take it as far as you can. As far as you can, all the way above and around you. Now, remember that pineal gland that we talked about before. I'm going to invite you to breathe slowly into the pineal gland, into the back of your head. Inhale slowly. Notice and feel. Once again, inhale from the outside into the pineal gland to the back of your head, and just notice and feel. Once again, inhale from the outside into the pineal gland and feel. And now we're going to inhale again, this time from the outside into the top of your head. We're going to do a slow inhale and guide that energy all the way down, eventually into your heart. Inhale from the outside through the top of your head and guide that energy all the way into your heart. And just feel. And again, inhale from the top of your head inside. Bring that energy all the way down through your neck into your heart and just feel. Now I'm going to ask you to ask to connect to the one heart of the planet. Just ask for it and notice what you feel. And as you do, I'm going to ask everyone at once to connect to one heart of the planet and inhale that energy into your heart and just feel slow inhale. One heart of the planet. And inhale slow. And inhale again. One heart of the planet. And now ask to connect your heart to all the hearts in this room. And inhale that collaborative energy into your heart and just feel slowly inhale and just feel. And stay there for a moment. Stay there. And slowly, ever so slowly, when you are ready, just move your toes, and you can move your fingers, and slowly come back to your body, and slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? You already answered for everyone. Could people connect? Could you connect to something abstract yet bigger? Yeah, I can see everyone's eyes. If your eyes are shining, then you went there. It's good. Perfect. So, was it a good experience? Yeah, for those who didn't? Okay. And was it easy?
You were here, yes.
When I
Because you were here, yeah.
okay, so but
Guiding us.
it's doable.
Yeah.
So here's how many people don't meditate and this was their first? By show of hands? Yeah, way more. By show of hands, how many people don't meditate and it was their first? Okay. So for those people that do not meditate and this was the first time, was it easy or hard? It was easy, right? And imagine that through this you actually experienced what Tibetan monks work for 40 years to get to, and you actually tapped into it. So now you have a technology and a tool to connect to that bigger space around you, to that quantum field. Aside from theory and what the book says and what the research, you get actually practical. Now, I do this, I mean, I wouldn't recommend to anyone, but I do this even, I do long drive like to Mount Shasta, 9 hours. I meditate when I drive. My eyes are open, but I'm still sending my awareness to the outside. So I'm literally drawing energy, because we're mostly, if we're in high beta all the time, we're depleting our energy. So if I'm drawing energy from that master battery, I can do that, on the line anywhere, You have downtime and customers eating. It's raw energy, So basically, I work with the quantum field, if you will. I work with 400 different plants from around the world. I source them from their mainland. I called my company Native Mystic, and it just came up. And it's all about having the herb, or respecting where the herbs came from. Because I believe that herbs in nature have a story to tell, all of us. They have a wisdom to tell. And, medicine man, medicine woman are already tuned into that. They don't claim to heal. What do they claim? Who knows? Medicine people in the Amazon, what do they claim to? What do they claim to? Listen. So they listen to the elements. because they attribute the knowledge and the healing to the plants, to what the plants deliver, okay, to what the plants have to say. So taking that concept and sourcing pretty much ingredients from the entire world, I create an intention of a formula that I want, like I'll make the name, an intention, what I want this formula to do. And then I allow I allow literally, you know what I mean. So I allow the herbs to come. I allow even the amounts to come. And it's like I don't take credit for it. I allow the plants to say, okay, which one of you wants to be in this formula, and how much of you wants to be in this formula, because there's a story here. So how about you guys, you plants, guide the story and tell me how to do it. Okay? So if I'm attributing all my knowledge to a bigger space, to the space in essence, you know, some kind of magic happens. And I've tested it a few times. Like I will delete the numbers and I would get the same numbers. And I was like, there's something here. So it took me 25 years of my own inner work and self-development to what? Get out of the way. So it takes a long time sometimes to get out of the way and allow something bigger to step in. And so that's the context of my work. You have 3 different formulas here. I have over 100, and they just keep coming all the time. One is called the Superfood Essentials, which is pretty much a multivitamin from superfoods. So acerola, spirulina, chlorella, moringa, wheatgrass, flaxseed. It has ormus, monoatomic gold, whoever heard about, and it has a molecule called NMN or NAD. Okay, so it's a multivitamin from plants. Now, another thing is that I work with the whole plant. So if I'm making a vitamin C or a multivitamin, I don't like the whole concept of taking and isolating. Oh, here's B vitamin, here's C, here's D. Let's put it together, synthesize it in a lab, and put it in a capsule, which is very difficult to swallow, and sell it in GNC. You know, because there's a reason why moringa, for instance, has all the amino acids, has a bunch of vitamins. There's a reason why all those components are existing together in that plant. Meaning, I want the whole plant. You know, so the whole plants, everyone has something to contribute. They come together. The other one is Sacred Sea. This literally helped people through the corona, through the flu. So it has vitamin C from acerola, it has elderberry, and it has 12 types of frankincense. Now, frankincense we thought to be just an incense, right? I thought that too for a long time. And then I figured out that, I researched and I found out that it's been a medicinal herb since biblical times. It has big time lung support, anti-inflammatory. It's good for the stomach. It's good for mood, okay? And it opens the airways. So I had this, you know, there was this nagging cough that was going on for a while when the flu. This lady literally, she took this for a week. After 3 months, that cough is not moving. She took this for a week. It stopped, okay? And the other one, neural support. So this has 10 mushrooms, the predominant one, lion's mane, and 10 cognitive herbs or nootropics. Who heard the word nootropics? Anyone? Cognitive herbs or cognitive enhancing herbs. Okay, so this increases mood, stabilizes mood, focus, and stamina. And there you have it. I know our time is limited, so I thank you everyone for your attention. Thank you.
Want to just talk about that you're going to come into the cafes and be around?
Okay, sure.
So that everybody knows.
Thank you, yes. So I think I'm going to do Sundays and be here for like an hour on Sundays or an hour or two and set up and then be available to talk to people, to talk to customers. If anyone wants information, I'm very big on education, as you can tell. So it's important for me to, like I can talk about this for 7 hours, you know. I can talk about stuff because it's important that people know what they're doing. Not just, oh, here, let's buy this. I'm not about that. Oh, why don't you get some information? So I'll be here and we'll coordinate that. I do have a bunch of samples. Should I give them now or, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. George, you want to help me with this? You can start. So we'll just pass them around, yeah? He will pass them around. Or you can